Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to part 2 of my mid-year roundup video. My name is Tapas, your average beginner, slow and heavy runner, and today I wanted to go through the shoes that most surprised me, shoes that were the biggest disappointment, and finally the shoe that I would recommend to any new runner who are just starting off their journey and they want that one shoe to do most of their runs or even some races in. As you know, I look to test my shoes from a perspective of a beginner, slow and heavy runners in hopes to make videos to help other runners who are like me and that don't want to waste their money or time trying on a million shoes. I will go through this list pretty quickly because I've already made shoe reviews for some of them, or at least first impressions, but there is one shoe that I have not yet and you guys will see why. Finally, as always, as a disclaimer, my reviews and opinion are purely my own. I bought all of these shoes, some unfortunately, with my money, and so no one gets any say on my videos, on what I can post, what I can't post. And so with that, let's get into the hottest topic, the biggest disappointing shoe I've tested thus far. You guys didn't really think that the V4 was going to be my least favorite shoe. No. The runner for the most disappointing shoe this year, and I have not yet reviewed it, but I am coming out with a first and last impression of this shoe, and that is the Hoka Mach X2. There is a lot of hype around this, unfortunately, and it just didn't work for me. Two things that ruined this shoe for me though, it's the very rough upper and the non-flexible part of it too. The toe area is super snug and super narrow. I just could not get any movement in it at all. And the second issue with this is the heel. Other shoe reviewers were right. It is an absolute killer for your heel. I have a lot to say about this in the video coming up very soon, so stay tuned for that. Now though, the biggest real disappointment of 2025 so far is the Nike Zoom Fly 6. This shoe is the reason why I kicked off shoe reviews on my channel in the first place. The main reason I wanted to make that review was to deter runners like myself from falling into the hype. The upper and the outsole in these is great. It fits my wide feet just fine if you do size up. I like the Kipchoge colorway. It looks really cool. But the instability for the midsole was the biggest letdown. I could really feel the instability during the runs to the point where I was worried that I might actually roll an ankle. I bought these thinking that they were going to be my speed shoe of choice, but they just did not work for me. And they also may not work for runners like myself. So what's the biggest surprise so far this year? If you saw my first impressions of this shoe, you know it's the Salomon Aeroglide 3. And I compared these actually to Superblast 2, which are one of my favorite shoes, if you saw the previous video. They're very close to that shoe and they're great for long runs. I've used them a lot more since my first impressions video and I'm still impressed. The surprise was that this shoe didn't get the media hype that other shoes normally get. Granted, I know Salomon is known for making hiking stuff, but they are absolutely amazing at making these kinds of shoes as well. They're very comfortable and bouncy. The shoes are also $40 cheaper than Superblast 2s and almost 30 grams lighter. So it's a very good shoe for the long runs and easy runs and tempo paces. I actually would call them the Superblast 2.5. No, Superblast 2, but just a tier below. My last category is what would I recommend for the best overall shoes for a beginner, slow, heavy runner like myself. The answer that I really want to give is the Superblast 2. They're absolutely terrific overall. They last through any kind of workout you throw at it. These are my favorite shoe, but if I'm looking at it from a perspective of a beginner, these would come in second place. They're essentially lightweight max cushion shoes, which can also feel like too much of a shoe. It's really bulky. And they're also mostly impossible to find outside of USA. So if I had to, I would actually give them second place as my honorable mention for the best shoe for new runners. But the overall winner for this category would have to be the one and only Nova Blast 5. These are lightweight for how much comfort they provide. They're bouncy and they're comfortable and stable. Again, as new runners, we don't need the carbon plated trainers. We need a shoe that's going to be reliable and not kill our legs after the workout. The Nova Blast 5 has continued to do that for me every single run. The foam in this is very compressive and bouncy, so you essentially get to do all the workouts in one shoe. They're also easy to find in stock everywhere, and they have wide sizing option for runners who are like me. You can also start your journey with these and extend them through your actual marathon race day if you need to. These are perfect for beginners in my opinion. And there you have it, my biggest surprising and disappointing shoes of 2025 so far, and the shoes I would recommend for new runners just starting out. Leave a comment below and let me know if you agree or disagree with me on this. I have plenty of shoes I still need to review as this year winds down, so do subscribe so you see which ones I liked and which ones I didn't. As always guys, thank you guys so much for watching and supporting this channel. I truly do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time. Understand it, 'cause I've been sharpening my blade. I'm here to